The BMW Championship is in absolute chaos, and Wyndham Clark is the man everyone is chasing. The two-time U.S. Open champion has been unplayable through the first two rounds at Bellerive Country Club, firing back-to-back bogey-free 64s to reach 12 under par and grab a one-shot lead heading into Saturday's massive third round. That's right, Clark hasn't made a single bogey in 36 holes of playoff golf. He's the only player in the field who can say that. But this isn't a runaway, it's a war. Right on his heels is Gary Woodland, the 2019 U.S. Open champion who grew up just 4 hours from St. Louis. Woodland is playing some of the best golf of his post-brain surgery career, sitting at 11 under after birdieing his last 2 holes on Friday. He's at number 31 in the FedEx Cup standings, fighting to crack the top 30 and make it to the Tour Championship for the first time in 6 years. Spaun is lurking 2 shots back at 10 under after shooting a 66 on his 36th birthday. Sungjae and Gotterup are at 9 under, with Cantlay and Thorbjornsen just behind at 8 under. And then there's Rory McIlroy, the man who led after round 1 with a 64, who slipped to 7 under after a frustrating 69 on Friday. He's 5 shots back, but still very much in contention. Scottie Scheffler, the world number 1 and heavy pre-tournament favorite, is in shockingly poor form. After opening with a 72, he rebounded with a 65, but he's 9 shots behind Clark at 3 under, tied for 25th. He's also battling an illness that has left him speaking quietly and quickly. So what's really happening at Bellerive? Can Clark hold off the chasing pack? Will Woodland complete his incredible comeback story? And can McIlroy or Scheffler make a charge? Buckle up, because the BMW Championship is wide open, and round 3 is about to be chaos. Wyndham Clark is playing the best golf of his career, and the numbers prove it. The numbers. Clark has shot back-to-back 64s to reach 12 under par. That's 6 birdies in each round, and 0 bogeys across the entire tournament. He's the only player in the 50-man field without a bogey on his scorecard. His 128 total through 36 holes is the lowest of his career and one of the best starts in BMW Championship history. He's been flawless off the tee, sharp with his irons, and clutch with his putter. His only real stress came on Thursday when he had to make an 18-foot putt on the par 4 10th, and he made it. The course suits him. Bellerive is a 7,448-yard par 70 course with only 2 par 5s, making it one of the toughest tests on the PGA Tour. The layout demands precision from tee to green, and Clark has delivered. He's ranked among the leaders in strokes gained, tee to green, and has been nearly automatic from inside 15 feet. The confidence factor. Clark is a 2-time U.S. Open champion who won earlier this season at the CJ Cup Byron Nelson and is currently number 5 in the FedEx Cup standings. He's been in this position before, and he knows how to close. But he also knows the pressure is about to intensify. Clark may be leading, but he's got a stacked group of chasers right behind him. Gary Woodland, 1 shot back. Woodland grew up just 4 hours from St. Louis, and this is a homecoming he won't forget. He shot a 65 on Friday, birdieing his last 2 holes to finish at 11 under, just 1 behind Clark. But Woodland's story is about more than just golf. He underwent brain surgery in 2023 and has been dealing with side effects ever since. After his round, he sat down to manage his heart rate and energy, saying, "I'm tired." His post-round routine includes sitting in a cool, dark room to reset his brain. Woodland is at number 31 in the FedEx Cup standings, and a strong finish this week could vault him into the Tour Championship for the first time in 6 years. He's not looking ahead, he's taking it one day at a time. Spaun, 2 shots back. Spaun celebrated his 36th birthday on Friday with a 66 that moved him to 10 under, just 2 shots off the lead. He's been using the same putter he had when he won in 2025, and it's working. He jumped out to a 3-shot lead on Friday before a back 9 slip, but he's still firmly in contention. Sungjae and Gotterup, 9 under. Shot a 64 on Friday to move to 9 under. He's number 40 in the FedEx Cup standings and fighting to extend his streak of making the Tour Championship every year since 2019. Gotterup was part of the 5-way tie after round 1 and remains a factor. Cantlay and Thorbjornsen, 8 under. Cantlay and Thorbjornsen are lurking at 8 under, with Cantlay using his experience to stay in the hunt. Thorbjornsen, a 24-year-old who won his first PGA Tour event last month, birdied his first 2 holes on Friday and grabbed the outright lead early before fading. Rory McIlroy was the story of round 1, and the story of round 2 was his disappearance. The first round thriller. McIlroy shot a 6 under 64 on Thursday to share the lead with 4 other players. He was coming off a disastrous 66th place finish at the FedEx St. Jude Championship, where he admitted he felt lost with his swing. But at Bellerive, he looked like the old Rory, long off the tee, sharp with his irons, and confident on the greens. The second round slide. But on Friday, McIlroy managed just 1 birdie on his front 9 and a single birdie on the back. He finished with a 1 under 69, dropping to 7 under and 5 shots behind Clark. His score was marked by 9 straight pars on the back 9, a sign of a player who couldn't find any momentum. The frustration. McIlroy headed straight to the range after his round. He's been working with coach Michael Bannon and caddy Harry Diamond to find his swing, but the progress has been slow. He told reporters after round 1 that he felt at least back on the right path, but Friday's performance suggests he's still searching. Scottie Scheffler was the heavy favorite coming into the BMW Championship, but through 36 holes, he's been a non-factor. The first round disaster. Scheffler opened with a 2 over 72 on Thursday, hitting just 6 of 14 fairways and 11 of 18 greens. He made 5 bogeys and was tied for 44th, just 1 spot above last place. The second round bounced back. Scheffler rebounded with a 65 on Friday, but he still lost ground to the leaders because Clark shot the same score. He's currently 9 shots behind at 3 under, tied for 25th. The illness. Scheffler is also battling an illness. He spoke quietly and quickly after his round, and his energy levels have been visibly low. He's not using it as an excuse, but it's clearly affecting his preparation. The motivation. Scheffler has already locked up the #1 spot in the FedEx Cup standings and the $23 million bonus that comes with it. But he's a competitor, and he wants to win. A comeback from 9 shots down on this course would be historic. With 36 holes remaining, the BMW Championship is anyone's game. The leaders tee off. Clark and Woodland will tee off together at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday in the final group. That's a matchup between a 2-time U.S. Open champion in his prime and a former U.S. Open champion fighting through post-surgery challenges. The pairings. Here are the marquee pairings for Saturday. Time, ET, players. 1:50 p.m. Wyndham Clark, 12/ Gary Woodland, 11. 1:39 p.m. JJ Spaun, 10/ Chris Gotterup, 9. 1:28 p.m. Sungjae 9/ Patrick Cantlay, 8. 1:17 p.m. Michael Thorbjornsen, 8/ Rory McIlroy, 7. 11:28 a.m. Robert McIntyre / Scottie Scheffler, 3. The stakes. The top 30 players after Sunday will advance to the Tour Championship. For players like Woodland, number 31, and I'm, number 40, this is a career-defining week. For the leaders, it's about building momentum heading into the season finale. The course. Bellerive is playing tough. With only 2 par 5s and 12 demanding par 4s, players need to be accurate off the tee and sharp with their irons. The greens have been redone since the 2018 PGA Championship, and they're rolling at 12.5 feet on the stim meter. The bottom line. The BMW Championship is wide open. Clark has the lead, but Woodland, Spaun, and the pack are ready to pounce. McIlroy and Scheffler are lurking, and a hot round could change everything. Saturday is going to be chaos.